got some baby waves out there. Try to pay attention to my chat here. Hey, Golden 79. Well, I'm pretty much a little north of Arcata, so I would say we're somewhere around Clam Beach. You know, you can walk. I think it's a little bit of a trek, but it's right there. Go a little further, they got campsites, but considering it's summer or the weekend, it would be nice if I could go there and get a campsite for 3 days. So we might have to dip down there today. I'm not sure how much money I have, but I think I have enough to hit some golf balls. So they might have some electrical outlets I can plug in my phone because I have to charge it. That's what took me so long to set up last night, because my phone died. Charged my phone for a couple hours, and that was the only way I got to stream last night. So the internet was kind of whack. Well, right now I'm unemployed. It was kind of a, like I did not leave on bad terms, you know. When he said that I could not drink a beer outside my room, so we kind of argued about that. And then he said, I don't listen, so if he says chop chop, or if he says come over here, I gotta run over there, and it's just a power control. So dipped out of the motel. Was like trying to get this other job offer. So he said I could go to work today, tomorrow, and he'll pay me. You know, he might not put me up in the motel, but I'm sure if I really wanted to, I could finagle my way back in. But I don't really want to do that. You know, I don't want to be under that much power and control. You know, I work for you, that's great. I can put in 12 hours a day, but you don't own me. You're not going to act like you own me 24/7. So that's really the whole deal of what it all boils down for. So basically I'm in construction, but was doing the maintenance at a motel and housekeeping, you know, long hours. You're gonna tell me I have to go in my room and I can't drink my beer outside. That's no, because I have no me time. You know? At least this way, if I decide to go back to work for him, once I get off the clock, I can do whatever the fuck I want. And I've been at the motel for 2 days, hanging out with people I know there, drinking beer, and he hasn't said anything. So I don't know. You know, sometimes people they power trip just because they can. And I'm too old to live like that. I went through that with my Chinese landlady. So we're in no hurries, you know. I'm not really in a hurry. I have no plans. The only plan I have is to charge my phone so I can kind of keep streaming. And I don't think Jenna's going to babysit me, so I think we're just going to have to get on the road, try to get up north so we could have a road trip, you know, and actually find a campsite. It's Thursday. Because me, I personally don't mind outlaw camping, just finding a spot in which eventually I'm going to have to find like a real spot and then pack my tent up every morning, hide it in some bush, and then come back and set up my camp when I get home. But Dila was telling me he has a thing up there in Patrick's Point that no one's fucked with. Hey Gavin. Yeah, so it's not like, you know, he wanted me to show up to work yesterday, and no, I need a break. So I told him yesterday, I talked to him, and I said, look, I don't know where I am, I don't know what I'm doing right now. I said I need some time to figure it out. He said, no problem, take your time. You know what I mean? So it's not like, if I don't show up to work today, my job won't be there. So I want to do a road trip, and I want to, you know, Huell Hauser, I don't know if you know Huell Hauser, but he has this radio show, so I wanted to do a travel show. But I'm going to do the coastline, so I want to start in Oregon. And then I want to meet people. Like me, I'm very shy and not very talkative, and he got a real camera, because he's on TV. I got a stupid phone, I don't even have a selfie stick, and I'm going to go, so I don't know how that's going to work, but I think it would be kind of cool. Hey, John Nava, sharpshooter, thank you guys. So I slept good, I didn't have to wake up. Yesterday, I had a goal, I achieved it. So I got a new bike rack, I got this thing for my phone, I got some bungee cords, and I got lights for my bike. So that way I'm all legal. Humboldt County has a lot more trails, and it is bike friendly, but if you're hugging some of these coastal roads, it's a 1-lane highway. And if you go over the cliff, yeah, you're going over the cliff into the ocean. So you really got to pay attention, and it's good because, you know, people can see you. The road's a little fucked up, so people don't really drive fast. But me, I like to ride at night, you know. Was riding on the highway last night, but sometimes I like to ride on the trails at night. It's kind of a thrill. Just like rafting at night or surfboarding or at night. I mean, yeah. Just get out there, and tonight I believe is going to be a full moon. So the water's cold. I don't have a wetsuit, but it would be nice to get out there just for half an hour because it does get a little cold. And you got to pay attention to the riptides, because up near Orick, which is, let's just say an hour, maybe give or take, the beach is different there. So a long stretch of beach like this, but they got really a lot of riptides. So I have a friend that's been living here, and he's very knowledgeable and very wise. And So I want to go see him. I don't know if he'll be into the streaming thing, but really good dude. And you know, the things we talk about probably isn't too streamer friendly because it's just about fucking around doing crazy shit back in the day. We're just a bunch of old timers and we can relate telling our stories, you know. So I got a little bit of backwash, which is really good way to wake up. Smoked a joint, rode my bike, not far, but maybe we'll hit a couple golf balls. And here, I'm gonna pack up my tent. I'm just in no hurries. So I don't know if they're locals or people from all over the country. We can tell this one guy is a local. He's probably in the war, by the way he's dressed. This girl's a local because she knows where she's going with her dog. So we're just trying to fit in, meet the right people, get hooked up, you know. But you know, it's an adventure, and I'm kind of old. I didn't start traveling until like I was 30 something in my life. Okay, in my 20s and 30s, I shit you not, I thought from LA to San Francisco was one big city. Right? Just like you go from LA to San Diego, it's almost all connected, you know. You hit Orange County, that goes all the way down to San Clemente. Once you hit San Clemente to, you know, the North San Diego County line, you get a little something, but there's still people everywhere. So when I did my road trip, because I would go to the Rainbow Gathering or go to the reservation, and there's a lot of open land. So up north, you know, it's different. California's a big state. No, but no, I don't want to talk about any of that stuff. You know, as far as the men go, you know, there's a couple you could hang with, but for the most part, it's not my deal. But I did adopt a couple black girls, and I took care of them for a year, and they were homeless and really good girls. So when I come home, my shit's not gone. You know, they might smoke some pot, grab the change off the table, whatever. So the thing I hated because they'd wear my clothes, you know, and have Levi's that are 10 years old or rock and roll t-shirts. So that's one thing that bugged me. But really good girls, loved them. Helped one get a job on Melrose, right? Some artsy fartsy vegan place, right? She's all like wanting to get clothes. I said, you have to dress nice. We're not going to, I took her to Ross, bought her all new clothes, makeup and shit. So when you go to work, yeah, you're gonna fit in. So you probably heard her, Shanice. She called me a couple times. So she's still down there in LA. Yeah, well, I've had issues. You know, I grew up in LA. You always really got to pay attention if you're in a different neighborhood. But it could be like that with a Hispanic neighborhood or certain white neighborhoods. Come up here. Crescent City's Hmong, but pretty much it's all Aryan Brotherhood up here. So you have some Mexican mafia, but they don't run shit out here. Down in the city, you have block to block. You kind of have it out here too in Eureka. I imagine Crescent City. So we're more of a so I'm sorry you feel that way. We don't really want to talk about that stuff. We want positive vibes. We want have hate and all that. It's very blunt. We can all be like that, but kind of like my therapy, so I don't need therapy like that. Love and support, and kind of give them some kind of therapy. It's hard. It's hard enough. You don't need someone that you don't even know coming in and acting, you know. But I know there's a quality out there. Some kind of don't have that. Some do, some don't. I can't say. Anthony, offer some tobacco. I'm getting older too. My health is, not the same. And I still act like I'm young, but you better pay attention because you're over the hill. And you want to get back up and stuff. Now, you might pay attention because you break a hip, you'll be in bedridden. Out going down that hill, not 20, 30 miles an hour. Take my time. All right, Em. A little late. It's probably noon. The coastal, like noon, it won't burn. Really good when I wake up. There's one guy who's just laying on the sand. He was all rolling around in it. So I love the beach. Thank you, Sundance or Sundays. Thank you so much. Hey, Charlotte, good morning. We got Motel 6 front desk. Bad 5G, yeah. Have the internet here, so it's gonna scuff and buff, but we have internet, like the satellite internet. Because it does that. We're gonna pack everything in and out. That's for Johnny Boston. We're still pouring my beers out for Johnny Boston. So yeah, it does that. Yeah, so we do have that because I've been here for a month and a half, and been to the marsh a couple times, hugged the coastline on the bike trail, went to Moonstone one day, jumped in the water, but don't do it every day. So a little different than Southern Cal, but people live all over here, up and down the coast. They just tucked away in the hills, and there's little nice houses or along the coast. Some places are natural preserves and stuff, so you can't build on that land. But my tent worked out pretty good. It was a good thing I brought something to eat, so we ate this Roma pasta. It was really good, and a couple turkey sandwiches, and some potato chips, which we still have, to feed the birds. So Anthony Manna. Want everyone to send out prayers to Anthony Manna and Lisa Kay, because sometimes people have health problems, and you never really know what that's like until your health, you know, takes a dive. And that's one thing we kind of take for granted, because maybe you're not as old as me. Once you get older, life gets harder. And people have different bodies, and they're, you know, whatever it is, and they fall ill. So we want to send our prayers and our love and our support to Anthony Manna, Lisa Kay, all my friends. We just want to do virtual hugs and make a big rainbow circle and go or something. Do some dances. All right, we're going to time you out now, but so a new beginning, a good day. So I'm going to time you guys out. If you don't behave, or if you keep it up, I will cut your head off. So people can think all kinds of weird thoughts, but when I see people playing with their kids, or running with their dogs, or riding their horses, or on their bikes, you know, just enjoying life, that's love. You know, when you see this couple right here, they're in love. Okay, that's a rare quality for us Americans. So it's a really good thing to see. And I really appreciate it, because I don't have it. So the last thing we need in my chat is some kind of weird, stupid, retarded thing. You know, go back and play your Fortnite, or do something. Don't bother me. Right? Love is love. And, you know, sometimes people get lucky in life and they have that. You know, they got real love. So we're about all smoked out. We're going to start packing it up. We're a little Sandy. Oh, Sandy. My darling. You hurt me real bad. You know it's true. So we're going to start from the Oregon border. I'm not sure how we're going to get there. We might have to waddle my way up and waddle my way back down. We'll find out. So we're just going to keep going. I think we're going to start from the Oregon border. I forget what town it is. And then we're going to pretend we're Kielhauser or something and see how it goes. And then once I get done, I guess it'll be slave to the grind. We're here, man. That's wicked. I think our first stop will be Trinidad or Moonstone. I still have to run into town. I think we want to get a little past there. We're going to try to find a campsite. First one I find, we're going to dip in on it. And then we could probably spend a couple days there, get a feel for wherever it is we're on. So it's a lot nicer sleeping on the sand than it is the dirt. And then around the river it could get a little wet. There's too many drug addicts to worry about. We're just gonna go further north. And you know, it could be a small town like Urich or something. You still gotta be careful. People disappear around here. Orrick, it's called Orrick. We got Crescent City, which is the main hub. So we want to bypass that. Maybe just dip into town for a day, check it out. The city's big enough, I could maybe even get a day's work. So I really like my new sleeping bag. It's pretty cool. Works like a charm. I think it's better than my other one. They're both pretty much rated at 0. So as long as it doesn't get below that, I think we're fine. So now I have to, believe it or not, I have to pack all my trash out. That's the one thing, I'm not into littering, so you pack it in, pack it out. Some people, they must have had a fire here and cooked a bunch of crabs. It's got a bunch of crab shells right there. Which, if you get a crab net, right, you could go off the pier, like Trinidad or Bridge, and you could actually catch your own dinner. So a crab net, I imagine, 30, 40 bucks, get a crab net. Shell to shell, from the top of the shell. So I think technically it's 5 3/4 inches, but basically 6 inches. So anything under that you have to throw back. So it might take a day's work, but you know, still. Got my backpack, my tent, and I don't really have like a touring bike because I'd rather be in the mountains, like, you know, there's lots of forest. So yesterday we took a trail, and it's a good thing we talked to someone because he said, oh no, this goes deep in the forest. And it was like, I thought it made a loop, went back downtown. Still be in that forest if I kept going. So I don't think you can do that on a touring bike. But then again, I've never really done this seriously. Lizzie, hey Charlotte. So I did walk the Oregon coastline, like 3/4 of the state one time. and all you saw was, oh, look at all these birds, 1,000 people on their bikes. They're all like tour bikes, and they got these racks on their tires, and their back tires, and I don't know what kind of sleeping bag because they're small. So it's set up like, you know, a motorcycle where you got bags on the side of your back. Me, I have a mountain bike, so I don't have the thing, so I can't put a front rack on my bike because I got shocks. And on the rear, I got one rack. So I'm not sure how touring bike people do it, but I imagine I could probably get some bags if I changed my handlebars. And I didn't want to bring my bike out here because it's getting very sandy. We're gonna have to pressure wash it or something. Alright, so we have trash. The light. Got some chips. So we're basically getting ready to pack it up. So it's nice to sleep in, even though I slept not solid, because kept waking up. But still slept pretty good. I didn't really think about it, but we're going to have to bring another set of clothes. So we can't be wearing the same clothes all the time. So I'm going to have to rearrange my backpack. I have a new backpack, it's bigger. I don't know if it's going to be dependable as this one, because this one's a North Face, but it's kind of a little ragged. So I have to get another set of clothes, which, believe it or not, kind of weighs you down, because you get a couple bottles of water. Okay? Yeah. But it was nice to wake up and not have anyone bother me. So you feel like you're free. You have a little bit of freedom, you know, in life, where you can never really get far away enough, but you know, you can get away. I'm sorry, I can't really see. Stugatz, hey, I can't see. Trip, I'm sorry, I can't see. Good luck, thank you, Trip. Yeah, I know, because it's almost the end of season, but I want to get a real job. But I know the growers on that hill, and I could do that too, you know. But I'm more of a road camper where I can't be stuck on the hill for months. So when I had my truck, I would go on all the beer runs, all the food runs. They're all vegan and shit. Fuck that. I'm going to the butcher. I'm going to get me some fucking meat. Never ran into a Heineken shortage up there, but drank a lot of little somethings. Because the other grower, just like me and Heineken's, little somethings, nothing else. And I'm kind of glad that I didn't camp out on the bluff. It would be more kind of incognito. but you can tell the water, because we got sneaker waves up here. So the water, this one wave pushed the water about 20 feet from my tent, because it's all wet right there. So when I went to bed, I was hoping that, I looked up the tide, I said, okay, sneaker wave comes, and nothing I could do. But and now you got to pay attention, because they got to break this stuff down every day, depending on what campsite I go to. I think even Clam Beach might have to, I don't know, we'll find out. I think the first campsite that's open, that's the one we're going to want. But then again, we could outlaw it just like we did last night. But if you hit a campsite, you get to meet really neat people. You know, some are locals. I remember camping out at Clam Beach, and like the locals party, right? Be cooking some food, a couple hippies come out of the woodworks, next thing you know, there's 20 hippies. And had it more together to where I would miracle salmon, you know, and fish, different kinds of fish. So that was a really good time, you know. I was pretty much on early retirement then, living off my unemployment. I just got to empty all the sand out of my tent, pack it up. The only thing I do not know how to do is this rain thing. Maybe we'll keep these directions, but can't be, oh, okay, it just snaps on. Then we have some other weird things. These other poles, I'm not sure. This thing, I have no idea what it is. So we're going to keep the directions. I was getting so frustrated last night because I cannot see. this neat thing so I could put an extension cord inside my tent, which is kind of neat. Sandy, baby, why you left me? Oh, Sandy. Alright, now we just gotta pull this tent up. It's not the best tent, but you know, it doesn't take long to set up and it's light. I don't know if my bike will fit in there, but we'll find out. I think we just want to hit all the campsites down the coastline. There will be times when we'll dip in a forest. I think once we get to Oregon, we're just going to take a bucket. Have an outlaw like this forest, unless they got a really nice campground. There's just going to be a little bit of sand in there. Inevitability. Got a little bug. Oh, where did he go? Oh, he's right here. He's just a little beach bug. I don't know what kind he is. Okay, watch out. Come over here. I think he wants some potato chips or something. So we had a really good day yesterday. Got to see Buddy and Tiger. All the billy goats got wild berry treats. Alright, I think that's going to work just fine. Alright, so that's all packed. Sleeping bag. This is trash, which I have to pack it out. But this is good to start a fire with. Cardboard. Just need some wood. Up north there's driftwood. Alright, little bugs, we got some breadcrumbs, stuff like that for you. My golf balls are buried in there, darn it. We're gonna hit some golf balls today. Not right now. And just to clue you in, sometimes you get what you pay for. You might have to go on another run, but everyone's all like, well, I get my bungee cords at the dollar store. That thing will rip out so quick. It's better to spend 10 bucks and get some that you know are gonna be dollar store quality. Alright, so we're pretty much good to go. Let's see here. So, pocket full of trash. Whoops. Did I mess it up? Are we still live? We are. Okay. Oh fuck, I gotta put my golf club on here. Alright, we're good. Now just gotta get my golf club. Alright. Pretty much good to go. Gotta go brush my teeth. Need to make sure I have water in the morning so I can do that. Vampire, Trilla, Trip. Pretty much hugging Mad River. Miss my ducks. Alright, so we're gonna head into town and roam around. Hopefully it still cooperates. Alright, so it was a little bit of a challenge. Nighttime, but at least now we know. Went through the motions. My bike is all sandy, which I didn't not want, but it's okay. Might be too heavy. Yeah, it's too heavy. I don't want to get all wet riding it in the ocean. Hello, doggy.